the most stunning royal jewelry in the world of jewelry. Diamond tiara from Van Bever Jewelers, created in 1926 and presented by the people of Belgium to Princess Astrid of Sweden on the occasion of her wedding to the future King Leopold III. After the tragic death of Queen Astrid in 1935, the tiara eventually passed to the second wife of King Leopold, Princess Lilian of Belgium, née Bales, who rarely wore it and never used it in its full version. In 1960, the tiara was presented to Queen Fabiola, then passed on to the following Coronation wreath, from the past to the present. The absence of tiaras at the coronation of Charles III caused me disappointment. I understand the reasons, but in the modern world there are so few reasons to wear a tiara and admire its beauty. However, the Princess of Wales's headdress was a small consolation for me. Silver threads, rhinestones, and delicate leaves are not a tiara, but rather a headdress. Nevertheless, the ladies of the era of Napoleon Bonaparte called their precious wreaths, made of gold, silver, and diamonds, tiaras, and they are still considered such. It's a matter of terminology and a clever way out. Historically, such headdresses have been used before. For example, at the coronation of Queen Victoria in 1838, her entourage wore dresses made of silver brocade, and their heads were decorated with wreaths of silver ears and pink roses. In the film Young Victoria, the coronation episode, although short, shows that the entourage wore silver wreaths, although less elegant than in real paintings of that time. At the coronation of Elizabeth II in 1953, the emphasis was again on wreaths, but this time made of gold. The gold embroidery on the dresses of the girls from the retinue was in harmony with the golden wreaths decorated with pearl roses and small flowers made of rhinestones. The wreath of the Princess of Wales at the coronation of Charles III was another interpretation of this beautiful tradition. The most elegant coronation outfit, in my opinion, was that of Princess Charlotte. Her wreath was similar to her mother's, but simpler. Mum's elegant feminine headdress contrasted with the strict ceremonial attire, and the little princess's image was very harmonious. However, as the saying goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The wreath of the Princess of Wales, despite its beauty, seems quite tough due to the use of metal and silver. The tiara, created by the Chaumet jewelers in 1811, is a masterpiece of jewelry art. It is made of gold and decorated with pearls, enamel, and stones with glass micro-mosaic. This tiara is included in the parure, which includes a hair comb, necklace, and earrings, which makes it part of a single ensemble. The tiara was presented by Napoleon the Faust to his second wife, Marie-Louise, in 1812. Marie-Louise, Archduchess of Austria, 1791 to 1847, became Empress of France after her marriage to Napoleon. The tiara was a gift, perhaps in honor of the birth of their heir. Today, this magnificent tiara is kept in the collection of the Museum of Decorative Arts in Prague. It is an important historical and cultural site, demonstrating the skill of jewelers and the greatness of the Napoleonic era. Romanov tiara with diamond fringe in Denmark. The wedding of the future King of Denmark, Christian X, and Duchess Alexandrina of Mecklenburg-Schwerin took place on April 26, 1898, in a French villa. It was raining heavily on the day of the ceremony. Alexandrina was the eldest daughter of Grand Duke Frederick Franz III of Mecklenburg-Schwerin and Grand Duchess Anastasia Mikhailovna, granddaughter of Nicholas I and cousin of Alexander III. In 1897, she became engaged to 26-year-old Prince Christian, the eldest son of Crown Prince Frederick and Princess Lovisa. The wedding was postponed due to the sudden death of Alexandrina's father in April 1897. The funeral ceremony took place in Schwerin, and the wedding took place in Cannes, where the family often lived due to the Grand Duke's asthma. In the 19th century, the Grand Duchesses of the Romanovs received a tiara with a diamond fringe from the emperor as a gift. This tiara, reminiscent of a Russian kokoshnik, is decorated with 465 stones and consists of 39 sparkling fringes with 8 diamonds each. Anastasia Mikhailovna received the tiara in 1879 from Emperor Alexander II. After her death in 1922, the tiara was either given to Alexandrina or bequeathed to her. By 1930, the tiara had become part of the collection of the Danish Queen, who wore it at official events until her husband's death in 1947. Queen Alexandrina did not like jewellery, but considered them necessary for special occasions. Her granddaughter, Queen Margrethe II, recalled that her grandmother was a modest person, but she wore jewellery for special occasions. Christian and Alexandrina had 2 sons, King Frederick IX and Crown Prince Knud. The diamond-fringed tiara passed to Knud. Today it belongs to Count Ingolf of Rosenborg, the son of Knud and Caroline Matilda. Ingolf and his wife Countess Susie often wear a tiara to family celebrations. When not in use, the tiara is displayed in the Fabergé chamber of the Amalienborg Museum, although it is not associated with the Fabergé jeweller. The tiara is part of the heritage of the Danish Romanov royal family, which has its roots in Imperial Russia. The collection of unique jewellery of Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna. Where did it come from? The jewellery collection of Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna is admired for its luxury and diversity. How did this outstanding woman get it? Let's get this straight. Maria Pavlovna, Princess of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, has been surrounded by jewels since childhood. The tradition of giving pearls to daughters existed in the family of Emperor Nicholas II. When Maria turned 1 year old, her father gave her 2 pearls. Every year the number of gifts increased, and by the time of the wedding, Maria already had an impressive collection of 244 jewellery. In addition, Maria inherited the jewellery collection of her mother, who died early. This allowed her to become the owner of luxurious jewellery at such a young age. Maria's fiancé, Grand Duke Vladimir, presented her with truly royal gifts. On her birthday on May 2nd, he presented her with earrings with pearls and pendants worth 22,631 rubles. During the birthday celebration in Schwerin, Maria received even more gifts. During a visit to Kaiser Wilhelm in Berlin, Maria received from the groom and his relatives a necklace with a solitaire clasp, a bracelet with a portrait of Vladimir, pearl and sapphire earrings and other jewellery. Empress Maria Alexandrovna, Maria's future mother-in-law, also did not stay away. She ordered a Riviera of diamonds with a total weight of 238 carats for 95,000 rubles for her daughter-in-law. In addition, Maria received luxurious necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and a tiara decorated with emeralds and diamonds. After the wedding, Maria Pavlovna continued to receive jewellery, but this time from the imperial family. In Russia, there was a tradition of giving gifts to Grand Duchesses at the baptism of their children. The firstborn of Grand Duke Vladimir was named Alexander. Maria's son was given sapphire earrings and a pendant. For Kirill's next son, a diamond brooch. For Boris's third son, a ruby pendant and ruby earrings. For Andrei's fourth son, a brooch with a sapphire. Eleanor's only daughter Maria received a sapphire and diamond pendant as a gift. Of course, Maria Pavlovna received jewellery not only from the imperial family, but also from her husband, Grand Duke Vladimir. These gifts could be related to birthdays, family holidays, or other significant events. Maria Pavlovna had great taste and was not afraid to spend money on jewellery. She bought jewellery herself, which added uniqueness and personality to her collection. Thus, Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna's jewellery collection is the result of generous gifts from her family and loved ones, as well as her own taste and financial capabilities. Exquisite emerald tiara of Princess Margaret of the Netherlands. In the photos from the ball in New York, you can see how Princess Margaret is spinning in a dance with Professor Peter van Vollenhoven. Even at an advanced age, when she was already over 70, she looked feminine and graceful. Her image was flawless, but the majestic emerald tiara attracted special attention. Princess Margaret is the younger sister of Queen Beatrice and the aunt of King Willem-Alexander. She is the 8th in line to the Dutch throne. In 2016, she celebrated her 80th birthday. As a representative of one of the richest royal houses in Europe, Margarita has an impressive collection of jewellery, among which there are unique specimens. In the fall of 2015, the princess and her husband travelled to New York for the annual Peter Stuyvesant Ball. This ball is organised by the Dutch-American Charitable Foundation to raise funds to support science, art, education and business. The spouses are the trustees of the foundation. They chose elegant green outfits for the ball. Margarita's dress and her husband's jacket were in harmony, and the princess's handbag complemented the image, combining with her husband's breast scarf. Diamonds and emeralds attracted special attention. Margarita chose jewellery from Dutch emerald parure, created by order of Queen Emma from the jeweller Schuurman in 1899 for her daughter, Queen Wilhelmina. Unfortunately, it was not possible to find a photo of the full miniature in good quality. The decorations on Margarita look different. Some diamond elements were removed and emeralds were added. This parure is part of the family foundation and was given by Queen Juliana, the princess's mother. Margarita has been wearing elements of a parure for many years, especially preferring a tiara. In 1963, she wore it during a visit to Mexico, and in 1967 at a gala event. The princess probably only wears this jewellery on particularly important days. For the ball in 2016, Margarita chose an emerald necklace with a large central element. She complemented the tandem with flower-shaped diamond earrings and a large pear-shaped emerald surrounded by diamonds. She wore rings on both hands, one of which is decorated with sapphires and diamonds. The history of this tiara began at the end of the 19th century, when Queen Emma commissioned it for her daughter Wilhelmina. Emeralds for jewellery came to the Netherlands back in the 18th century, being presented to Wilhelmina of Prussia, the niece of Frederick the Great. In my opinion, the tiara looks most impressive with emeralds. The annual gala dinner of the royal family of Norway, diamonds and bright outfits. At the annual dinner for representatives of the Legislative Assembly and the Government of Norway, you can see a lot of interesting jewellery, especially tiaras. This is an official event organised by the royal family, King Harald V and Queen Sonja. In 2022, the dinner was held on January 9th. Let's see what jewellery the ladies have chosen. Queen Sonja was dressed in an elegant evening dress in bright blue. The outfit didn't attract too much attention, but it looked impressive. The Queen wore a tiara on her head, which is a replica of Queen Maud's tiara. The original was stolen in London in 1995. The pearl and diamond tiara was complemented by earrings and a pearl necklace, which also belonged to the Queen of Fashion. In addition, the Queen was wearing a pearl bracelet and a brooch that previously belonged to Queen Maud and was given to her by Draper's Company for the wedding. Crown Prince Haakon arrived for dinner with his wife Crown Princess Mette-Marit. Her scarlet dress attracted attention, and her floor-length skirt made her look elegant. Mette-Marit was wearing diamonds and pearls. She wore her diamond daisy bandeau wedding tiara and earrings that belonged to Haakon's grandmother, Crown Princess Martha of Norway. These pearl and diamond earrings were a wedding gift from Princess Thyra of Denmark. They had an interesting feature. Pearls could be replaced with sapphires. Many royal jewels could be transformed and used in different ways. Princess Astrid, the second daughter of Princess Martha and the sister of King Harald V, also attended the dinner. She is already 90 years old, but she has a sense of humour. One of her favourite ornaments is an aigrette with diamonds and rubies, decorated with floral ornaments. The princess jokes that this jewel helps her receive signals from London and Moscow. The Bvlgari Roman jewellery house has created an exclusive jewel inspired by British traditions, the Emerald Garden Tiara, dedicated to the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. The jewellery, made of platinum and encrusted with emeralds and diamonds, will be part of an exhibition in the UK, but it is unlikely that it will ever be worn by the Queen herself. Elizabeth II prefers to wear jewellery with a deep historical meaning associated with the royal family and its reign. The Emerald Garden Tiara differs from other jewellery in that it was created in honour of the anniversary and is not part of the traditional royal outfit. Bvlgari is known for its mastery of precious materials, and this tiara is no exception. It is handmade by 5 jewellers in a Roman atelier and decorated with 71 emeralds. A 63.44-carat Zambian emerald with a carved lotus flower occupies the central place. The creative director of Bvlgari, Lucia Silvestri, said that she was inspired by the image of the Queen and her love for emeralds. She found the centerpiece during a trip to India, and negotiations with the supplier were conducted through Zoom due to restrictions related to the pandemic. The tiara can be turned into a necklace thanks to hidden fasteners, which makes it a versatile piece of jewelry. It also features the diva's dream diamond watch, decorated with Zambian emeralds. This green gemstone has become the central theme of the new Bvlgari collection. Another Spencer tiara, honeysuckle. The aristocratic families of Great Britain are famous not only for their great ancestors, but also for their family jewels. The Spencer tiara, known worldwide thanks to Diana, who married the Prince of Wales, is just one of them. Other fine jewellery is kept in the bins of this family. One of these relics is the honeysuckle tiara. It has a rich history, changing and improving over several centuries. The base of the tiara is decorated with elements in the style of Greek ornaments, which are intertwined with diamond honeysuckle flowers. This is a massive and solemn decoration, typical of jewellery of the past centuries. The earliest photograph of a member of the Spencer family wearing a honeysuckle tiara dates back to the second half of the 19th century. The 5th Countess Spencer was a lady-in-waiting to Queen Victoria and wore a tiara to the wedding of the Prince of Wales and Princess Alexandra of Denmark in 1863. These photos show how you can wear the same piece of jewellery in a variety of ways. Tiara elements were often used as corsage brooches. For several generations, Spencer women have shone in this tiara at royal court events, ambassadors' receptions, balls, weddings, and coronations. Lady Cynthia, 7th Countess Spencer and great-grandmother of Princess Diana, wore the tiara to the opening of Parliament, the royal visit to Paris in 1938, the presentation ceremony at court in 1950, the state visit of the Danish royal family to Britain in 1951, and the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. The last person to wear a honeysuckle tiara was Reine McCorquodale at the wedding ball of the Prince of Wales and Diana in 1981. Since then, tiara has not been seen at public events. Diana preferred the elegant tiara she wore when she got married. For several years, the honeysuckle tiara was part of the Diana travelling exhibition organised by her brother Charles, 9th Earl Spencer. Now she has returned to the family's vault and is waiting in the wings to shine again at some important event. There are other family treasures in the Spencer family. If you are interested in seeing them, write in the comments.